Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to watch the English-Chinese news broadcast on the Central Television channel of Dong Nam Province. Yesterday, at the Cultural and Tourism Village of Vietnamese ethnic groups in Sơn Tây, Hanoi, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism organized the String Colors Festival nationwide. Member of Bureau, resident Vân Thượng, attended the event. In 2024, the 14th Spring Colors Across the Homeland Festival was organized, with the participation of over 200 people from 28 ethnic communities, representing 16 provinces cities nationwide. Speaking at the festival, resident Vân Thượng urged on level sectors and localities to effectively implement ethnic policies, pay attention to preserving and promoting the cultural values of their respective regions in connection with economic development and addressing social issues, particularly focusing on comprehensive development and prioritizing the cultural development of ethnic minority communities in the remote, deep-seated border and island areas. Yesterday was Vietnamese Poetry Day. These days, many localities within the province has organized various Winter Poetry Nights. At Binh Hung Park, the People's Committee of Binh Hoa City organized the Winter Poetry Night for the year 2024. The event was attended by provincial leaders, representatives of departments and agencies, a large number of artists, and the people from all walks of life. A variety of emotional poetry performances were presented by both professional poets and poetry enthusiasts. The citizens and guests also enjoy various cultural performances, lion and dragon dances, and outstanding folk arts. The Winter Poetry Night, organized by the Binh Hoa City, brings people closer to art, especially allowing them to fully experience the traditional and rustic taste of Winter Night. Ms. Pham Hee Chung said, I felt that the Binh Hoa Poetry Night is fully wonderful, especially at the beginning of the springs when everyone comes to participate in the poetry night. In general, listening to those poems, I'm very delighted, attentively listening and contemplating. It's not just about reciting and enjoying poetry. Artists, delegates and citizens also perform the ritual of releasing floating poems and releasing lanterns. Professor Huỳnh Quang Thê recounted poetic stories about General Huỳnh Quang Nghê, about the jubilant emotions of Binh Hoa Dong Nai celebrating its 325th anniversary of formations and development, about the love stories and many more. The highlight of tonight's poetry event differ from previous years. Last year, professional poets were invited, and this year there is a blend between the club movements. People aged 60 to 70s are combining with the professional artists to recite poetry, connecting with each other, also contributing to the development of poetry in Binh Hoa in the time ahead. Since 2003, the whole country has designated Winter Days at the Vietnamese Poetry Day. The Binh Hoa Poetry Night aims to serve the public, targeting non-professional poets and encouraging the poets movement of the public. This is the second year that the Poetry Night has been held in the Binh Hung Park, Binh Hoa City. The Winter Poetry Night is a cultural event aimed at promoting and honoring the achievements of Vietnamese poetry, especially the poetry of the people in Dong Nam Province. Chairman of the People's Committee of Dong Nam Province, Võ Tấn Đức, had recently signed a document number 1764 regarding the implementation of Decision number 104, dated January 25, 2024, by the Prime Minister on the issuance of the action plans for administrative procedures reform in 2024. Accordingly, departments, sectors, and localities need to urgently implement the task of administrative procedure reform, casting business regulations, comprehensively innovating administrative procedure resolution, providing online public services at all levels of government, and ensuring tight integration between the administrative procedure reform and national digital transformation. For the task of reforming regulation on administrative procedures and business regulations, based on the Prime Minister's approvals on the plan to simplify regulations and administrative procedures related to judicial records in the sector, the Department of Justice is responsible for leading and coordinating relevant units to implement the plans to simplify regulation and administrative procedures related to judicial records at risk right. It is necessary to proactively review and identify inconsistencies in administrative procedures, reduce and simplify citizens' paperwork, decentralize authority to resolution, advise the Provincial People's Committee to propose authorized levels to amend Solomon legal normative documents to implement the plan to simplify decentralized regulation on administrative procedures, administrative procedure groups, citizens' paperwork related to population management, and decentralize in resolving administrative procedures. The Department of Education and Training of Dom Nai Province stated that in order to formalize the management of students after regular school hours, based on the recommendation of many elementary schools in the province, in the upcoming periods, the primary education sectors will continue to review activities such as student pickup, organizing boarding schools, childcare, and supervision outside the regular school hours to provide more specific guidance on this task. Based on that, recommendations will be made to establish a regime and remuneration level for the team of managers, teachers, and staff involved in managing students outside of the regular school hours, related more responsible fee levels for students, and so on. This regulation will also be submitted to the Provincial People's Council for the legal basis for implementation by elementary schools. Currently, many elementary schools, especially in the area with a high concentration of workers, have significantly demand for parents to pick up and drop off their children outside of the regular school hours. However, more elementary schools only operate based on the agreements between the parents and the school authorities and teachers. After the recent price increase last weekend, the export price of rice from Vietnam unexpectedly dropped significantly, falling below the price of rice from Thailand and Pakistan. Data from the Vietnam Food Association showed that in the recent trading sessions, the export price of 5% broken rice from Vietnam plummeted by 19 USD per ton to 609 USD per ton. Compared to the peak price of 663 per ton, the current price of 5% broken rice has dropped by 54% per ton, equivalent to 8.1%. With the current trading price in Vietnam, Vietnam has lost its positions as the world's highest export rice price to Pakistan, as Pakistan's 5 broken rice is being offered at 612 USD per ton.